Good afternoon and welcome to the Blue Line Metals Edge here for Monday, December 12th. I'm Phillip Streible, Chief Market Strategist at Blue Line Futures. You watch this on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. If you need additional information, go to our website, bluelinefutures.com. Be sure to register for a free 2-week trial of our research. We've got a lot of great content there. Now, looking at the markets here, we do have a couple big driven events that are going to happen in the next 72 hours here. It's that CPI, that month-over-month, the year-over-year CPI. You're going to want to look and see that, if you start looking at this chart pattern here, that was that peak in July. Since then, we've been coming down. We want to see this keep going lower. If it does, you're going to continue to see more of a dovish tone. You get more of that kind of risk-on environment in the U.S. equity markets and in some of the other commodities across the board. Now, looking at the next day here, we got those FOMC statements. That's coming out 1 p.m. They're expected, if you go to the Fed Watch tool or you look on the Tactical Insights, I posted on there where it'll give you the percentage that they are supposed to raise or not. So if you look, it's actually right here. About a 75% chance are expected to raise, 25% chance that would be a 75 basis point rate hike. I don't think we're going to see that. So the 2-year versus 10-year continuing to grind lower, small uptick, but not much there. Really cementing that we're looking at this recession. Now, something I did is I changed up the crowding analysis for the futures and options. I put kind of everybody that's out there, everyone who's participating in the market. So if you look at platinum, for instance, when it shoots up to things like 1050, 1100, some of these big moves up, you're going to see on this side here, you can see that this continues to grow. And what that is those are producers that are shorting. So if you look at the producer, the short positions, that's right here. They hold the biggest position out there. Them and the swap dealers. Not too much. Managed money is pretty small on the short side. And the others in the non-reportables are not much there. But it definitely tells you that producers are concerned about a recession next year. They see that slowing automotive demand, and that's why they're coming in and they're shorting some of those futures. So just something to keep an eye on there. Nothing too alarming, but I like to put this up and I like to add a few different ones here, especially like on silver and things like that, where you can see how this thing has grown, how people are positioning on there. So looking at the markets though across the board, everything looks pretty good today. You got a small uptick going on the dollar index. That's having a spillover effect. It's hitting some of the commodities, like your gold is pulling back. Nothing really too out of the ordinary on this movement up. We did get down into the 1790s. Silver, a little bit of a correction, about 30 cents. The platinum market, that's another one that's having a bigger correction. So you can see, but it hasn't really broken any key levels of support or anything. It's just getting back to that low end of the trading range. You do have crude oil futures coming hard off its lows. And then also the same with natural gas. So I can pull that up. It was up about 10% at one point today. And then since then, it's been slowly unwinding on some profit taking. Other things to point out, the breakfast report, I did add a few other of these commodities that people like soy meal, soybean oil, corn, soybeans, wheat, and oats. I'll give you some levels and some ranges there. I'll also give you how the system is positioning in those markets. So the only one that it's really flat on at the moment is cotton. And if you look at cotton, it's based out, and it looks like it could really go either way. Now, getting into the stock indices, the one that it's flat on is the E-mini Russell. And that buy trigger is going to be a settlement over 1886 or a sell at 1788. We almost got down there today, but would have to close below it in order to trigger that sell trigger. So not much else out there. Like I said, a little bit of pullback. I'm pulling off some of the short Canadian dollar, and what I'm going to look to do is, if we bounce back up, sell that March Canadian dollar against it. Other than that, bit of cover in here and there, a little bit of movement. That's about it. If you have any questions, give me a call, 312-858-7303. Remember, futures and option trading does involve risk of loss. May not be suitable to all investors. Good luck. Good trade.